Hello everybody, I'm Dr. Hartman from Westwood-Mansfield Pediatrics, and I'm here today to talk about the toddler behavior and nutrition. First of all, I just want to mention that this is strictly for members of Westwood-Mansfield Pediatrics, and your pediatrician may have a different opinion. Today I want to talk about the wonderful changes that occurred around 1 year of age in kids, and by definition a toddler is someone between probably 1 and 2.5 to 3 at most. It's a wonderful time period of a lot of changes, both physically and emotionally, as well as developmentally in kids. And at Westwood-Mansfield Pediatrics, we have a lovely packet here, milestones, the 12-month milestones, that you'll get on a checkup that will explain a lot of the issues, such as nutrition, such as behavior, oral health, safety, things like this are all in this packet, as we are proactive in kids' care and really do push health promotion. To begin with, toddlers, when your child reaches about 1 year of age, several things start to happen. One, they start to understand more than they can say, and their receptive language is far more advanced than their expressive language. How does that parallel for an adult? Well, if you walked on your knees all day with tape on your mouth, and there was a steak on top of a table, and you were starving, and how would you handle that? You'd point and you'd tantrum, because you know what you want. You don't necessarily recognize that the feeling of hunger is hunger, just like toddlers don't recognize the feeling of anger is anger. They don't know how to label it yet. Henceforth, you start to tantrum and scream, and that's when parents have to try to figure out sometimes what it is that's making their children tantrum or scream. So this is always a challenge for a parent, and you know, it's a time where routine helps. It's a time when people can be a little bit calmer and walk away when kids are frustrated, because timeout and things are just not appropriate at this age. The other amazing thing that happens at this age is the physiologic putting on the brakes of weight gain. You hear things like, you know, kids double their birth weight by 6 months, triple it by a year. But let's put it in real numbers to you. Kids gain between 12 and 20 pounds the first year of life. Every year after that, they will only gain roughly 3 to 5 pounds. So what does that mean in the second year of life? Toddlers start to eat less. They start to appear to be pickier. And less, I mean, you know, we're used to the traditional 3 meals a day that we sit down. A toddler is not used to that. That's a training process. They'll eat 1 meal and then not the next 3. They'll eat 2 meals and not the next 4. And in fact, it will be even worse if families don't sit down together and have meals regularly. Because you are the one modeling for them. And we have a whole section in our packet about modeling. And what parents sometimes do with their kids in this section, what parents sometimes do with their kids is because they're afraid they're not eating enough, they give in to the processed foods that are not good for our kids, chicken nuggets, things like this. And they also start giving sometimes too much milk or juice. You should have 16 to 20 ounces of milk a day. Now, some people argue that if there's a family with obesity problems, it should be around 1% starting at 1 year of age. Other people say around 2 years of age you should change that. Also, parents should think about getting this book and start looking at their own behavior around food. This is a wonderful book called Food Rules. This book talks a lot about simple things like, for example, don't eat anything that will not eventually rot. Fruits and vegetables. Don't eat anything where an ingredient is in the ingredients on a packet that a third grader can't pronounce. But this is a really good way to start revolutionizing your own nutrition and setting the example for your child. In closing, I'd like to finish with a poem that I wrote years ago when my now 19-year-old daughter in 2010 was a toddler. And this starts out, the title is A Toddler's Message, or the other title I gave it, Level the Knee. I live in a sea of giants, who oft-times view me as one of willful defiance. How would you feel living among a forest of knees? It's like you living among towering trees. Everything is so high up, I can't even reach my own cup. I have such little control over my day. I'm told when to nap and when to play. So I tantrum over the littlest stuff, sending you into quite a huff. Please be lovingly consistent. For you, my behavior may seem defiantly resistant. I need you to be consistently persistent. May the environment be safe and simple for me, and so you won't always have to say no and you can let me be. Give me options when I play with others, for fighting over the same toy is my druthers. You see, I don't have a good concept of how to share. At age 3 is when I start to master that affair. Be patient with me, I understand more than I can say, though I may respond in an indecisive way, shaking my head, no then yes, to a question that seems so simple to guess. Take time to listen to me. Simple acknowledgement may just be the key. Get down on my level when talking to me and learn what it's like living at the level of the knee. And always remember, and this is especially for fathers, get down on your knees to talk to your child. It's a very calming effect for them. Have a good day. Westwood-Mansfield Pediatrics, proactive in your child's care, empowering families for over 50 years. Thank you.